Hello, I'm here with Brigid Larmour, Watford Palace Theatre's Artistic Director, who will be directing Alan Ayckbourn's Time of My Life, coming to the Palace in April. Hello.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you.
Good, good. So I was hoping you could first of all just tell us a little bit about the production.
It's a really wonderful play and incredibly funny, so it's laugh out loud funny. He's such an accurate writer about how we all are, how we all behave, all the madness and the folly and the sadness and the pain in our human relationships. And it's centred around a big family meal, big family get together, in this instance in a restaurant. And I think probably most people can relate to times when there have been big family get-togethers and then things start to get a little bit tense around the edges. And I've got a really wonderful cast of actors, really fantastic actors, so that the more truthful they are in playing the scenes, the funnier it is.
Absolutely.
And that's a real joy. So he's looking at a particular family and a particular birthday in this family, but then he goes out into the future and into the past of relationships that are part of that family.
Okay, wonderful. So you've had a couple of weeks of rehearsals now. How's all of that going?
It's going very well, touch wood. I think the more I work on the play and the more I work on Ayckbourn's work, the more I respect and adore his writing, because he's such a craftsman and he writes in such an accessible way. It's a play for everyone, and he kind of nails human foibles, and he nails when we're selfish and brutal and heartless, but in such a way that you understand he's talking about all of us. And somehow when you see there's a fantastic scene where there's a husband and wife in the restaurant, and the husband has clearly just told his wife he's leaving and that his mistress is going to pick him up in 5 minutes, which is a very heartrending scene, of course, on one level, but it then turns into this huge comic set piece where she ends up eating every single dessert on the sweet trolley. So it's always shifting, and I think people will recognise that. So in terms of rehearsal, it's about understanding the characters and their relationships and making them very precise and truthful, and also responding to the rhythm of the writing, because it's very, like all good comedy, it's very, very rhythmic. And there's another aspect of it is the fact that it was written in around 1991, 1992, and we've set the play at that time rather than updating it, because the father of the family, who's in his 50s in the play, is described as having been a teddy boy in his youth, and there's talk about what the parents having fun during the 60s, so it's very important that we keep it within that period.
Yeah, absolutely. And would I be right in saying as well that that was a sort of recessionary period as well? So do you think that there's a great amount of political relevance today, even though you've sort of left it in that time, that it just really would resonate, I imagine, with audiences today? I
think it will resonate very strongly with audiences today. Because it deals with people going through the impact of a recession. So there are people worried about money, worried about their jobs, and one person whose business is about to collapse. But I wouldn't want to give the impression that it was a serious political or dark play in that way. It's essentially a roller coaster of comedy, but I think there might be an extra resonance for our audience now, because we're all living through a time of uncertainty and recession that's very similar to the time when it was written.
It's a perfect combination. Okay, well, thank you very much. It's been wonderful talking to you. Time of My Life will be playing at Watford Palace Theatre from the 1st of April to the 23rd. I'm looking really forward to seeing the show. Thank you.
Thank you.